In this section, we will examine how knowledge of security procedures will empower a pilot to take the correct action in the event of a security breach. Security in civil aviation has been the subject of much national and international law, including international civil aviation organization conferences. Such law and requirements are designed to prevent unauthorized interference with flights and to protect passengers and crew. The responsibility for ensuring that all appropriate personnel are aware of the rules and regulations rests with the operator. He must run training programs to train personnel to minimize the opportunities for unlawful interference to occur. In addition, he must ensure his aircraft carrier checklist containing the procedure when searching the aeroplane for concealed weapons or other dangerous devices. If unlawful interference occurs in flight, the pilot in command has several responsibilities. Firstly, he must try to set the transponder to the unlawful interference code, Alpha 7500, unless the situation warrants the emergency code, when he will try to set Alpha 7700. If ATC requests confirmation of code Alpha 7500, the pilot in command should either acknowledge it or not reply at all. Secondly, he must try to fly along the assigned track until ATC can be informed of the situation, or until the aeroplane is within radar coverage. Where a deviation from the assigned track is unavoidable and ATC cannot be informed, the commander must broadcast warnings on the emergency frequencies. Next, he should consider the use of transponder and any other systems, such as data linking through ACARS, the Aircraft Communications and Report System, to inform and warn ATC and other traffic of his predicament. If a procedure for an off-track deviation has been detailed in regional supplementary procedures, it should be used. If not, the aeroplane should be flown at altitudes which differ from normal cruising levels by 1,000 feet above flight level 290 or by 500 feet below. Following an act of unlawful interference in flight, the commander must report details of the incident without delay to the designated local authority and also the relevant authority for the state of the operator. Each ICAO contracting state is obliged to take all adequate measures to protect the passengers and crew of any aeroplane subject to unlawful interference that has entered its airspace. This duty of care remains until either the aircraft has left the state's airspace or the situation is concluded, and the passengers and crew can continue their journey. As such, each contracting state must provide any landing clearance that is required. However, thereafter, it should take all reasonable steps to prevent the aeroplane from taking off again, unless to do so would endanger the passengers and crew. This contracting state must also keep the state of registry and the state of the operator informed of developments by the most expeditious means. ICAO must also be informed. The only other states that need to be kept in the information loop are those whose citizens are involved under the circumstances on screen. To finish this lesson, we will examine a number of requirements related to security on board the aircraft. Each state is required to establish regulations to prevent the carriage of weapons which could be used in any attempt at unlawful interference. Weapons may be carried on board aircraft only by law enforcement officers and other authorized persons, sky marshals, etc. In order to prevent unauthorized access to the flight crew department, the access door must be capable of being locked from within the compartment. Additionally, this door and the bulkhead between the flight deck and the cabin should be designed to minimize penetration by small arms fire and grenade shrapnel. When a bomb is suspected to be on board, it is imperative that this fact is communicated. If the bomb is suspected by the flight crew, every effort is to be made to contact ATC and/or the operator. Where the information comes from a source on the ground, the flight crew are to be alerted immediately. Subsequent actions will be determined by the nature of the device. General procedures designed to limit the effect of the device will be detailed in the operations manual and/or associated documents. Such measures may include moving the device to a designated least risk location and covering it with as much padding as possible. From 12th of March 2000, a least risk bomb location was mandated as a design requirement. Additional actions may include control of the pressurization system. An explosive decompression will probably exacerbate any structural damage caused by the bomb itself. In any event, crew training programs will enable the crew to tackle the situation as best they can, and every means should be employed to ensure an expeditious diversion to the nearest suitable aerodrome is carried out.